Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Let's Play Warframe. I'm your host with the most, as always, Francois878. And today we are going to be bringing you a video that I thought I would have out last week. But, of course, because I suck, it is out today. But hey, you know what? It's here now, right? That's what counts. This is going to be my review and build for the Euphona Prime, the new Prime Secondary. Another addition to the Prime weapons that don't have a non-Prime version list. And honestly, I love this weapon. It's amazing. I love the firing animations and the reload animations. It's one of the big reasons that the Murloc is one of my favorite secondaries. And now to have those same firing animations on a beautiful Prime pistol is absolutely awesome. That's my aesthetic review of the weapon. Now we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the weapon. We're going to go over some base stats really quick. The weapon actually has two different fire modes. The normal fire mode is a slug, pistol, projectile sort of thing. It does have travel time, but the primary fire mode deals mostly impact damage, a total of 325 per shot. It has a 30% crit chance, 2.5 crit multiplier, and a 2% status chance. So the primary fire is absolutely a crit-based setup. The secondary fire, however, is a shotgun that deals 880 base damage, primarily in slash. It has a 2% crit chance, 2 times crit multiplier, and a 30% status chance. The secondary fire is hit scan and not projectile based. So basically you have two different fire modes, one being a crit build, one being a status chance build. The builds that I'm going to show you today and the mode that I use primarily is the primary fire mode, the slug based or projectile based fire mode. I find that to be a lot more reliable. The damage fall off on the secondary fire on the shotgun mode is really, really intense, and it really just it's too much. You have to get unless you're running Valkyr or Chroma, it's just not really viable to get close enough to enemies to where the Euphona Prime secondary fire can reliably take them out. Now, the Euphona Prime does come with 3 pre-modded polarities, 3 V polarities, 3 offensive polarities, which is great. However, I did have to still build 4 more mod slots into this build, so you're going to have 7 total polarities on this weapon. It's nuts. First and foremost, obviously, for this build, Hornet Strike, Barrel Diffusion, Lethal Torrent for your damage and your multi-shot, Pistol Gambit, and Target Cracker for your crit chance and crit damage. I have primed Target Cracker and primed Pistol Gambit on this build because that's what I had. Obviously, if you don't have those 2 mods, you can probably get away with using less Forma on this weapon. As far as the last 3 mods go, I used all 90% elemental damage mods, no status chance at all, just to get as much damage on the primary fire mode as I could, and obviously I used whatever elemental damage was appropriate for the faction that I would be going up against. Now, the Euphona Prime is a very, very sexy secondary. As you saw in the clip right before I showed off this build here, that was me in the simulator room fighting a level 120 corrupted bombard, which I know there's technically, you know, they're not the creme de la creme of enemies, but the fact that I could kill a bombard as quickly as I did without having really any specific armor stripping abilities is fairly impressive. Now, I know what your guys are thinking. Francois, it took you like 12 shots to kill the 12 body shots to kill the second bombard. That's true. It was. A, I was taking body shots. B, I set that simulator room up specifically so that I wouldn't have any armor stripping abilities, and I didn't have corrosive projection on. So that's a max max armor, max health corrupted bombard. So when you think about it, when you have a group of 4 people, all with corrosive projection, with armor stripping abilities, or maybe your primary is got a corrosive or puncture status chance on it, the Euphona Prime will have no problem tearing through enemies. No problem at all. And this weapon altogether is just a lot of fun to use, especially if you like solid pistols. The projection time is probably the worst aspect of this pistol, but if you're like me, I used bows for a long time, so leading targets and adjusting for projectiles is something that's mostly second nature to me. I know I missed a lot of shots in this video. I was excited. I suck. All right, don't let me fool you guys. I suck. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think of the Euphona Prime. If you think it sucks, if you love it, if you think it's just a gorgeous fucking weapon like I do. And until next time, folks, I've been your host with the most, as always, Francois878, signing off.